All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some fun. Now look at that weird guy on the screen. I mean, not just me, but look at that guy. Oh, that's me. Weird stuff. NACB, National Association of Credit Bureaus of America. An organization was set up years ago for one reason, is to certify people understand what they're really going to do. Now, this is when I was training Ken Yarbrough, TRW Experian. They came Experian in 96, by the way. I got to write a lot of the rules and tools behind the scene as I'm instructing and training Ken Yarbrough. He was the security chief. See, Ken was part of CID, and he's also he was one of Nixon's bodyguards, by the way. And we met him at witness protection, all kinds of crazy stuff. But what happens is I think your problem is your lack of knowledge is where you get stuck. I think you're doing, I call it the amateur hour. But the difference is we have to learn how to play the game to win. I know there's a lot of things out there today, and you can see all these people doing credit repair, blah, 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 blah. You know, half of you have been ripped off by a credit repair company. Most of them get indicted and get in trouble. You see, it's supposed to be education and rebuilt, and unfortunately they didn't understand that. And what they're doing is, I'm going to remove your negative. Oh, goody. You're going to lie to the credit bureau and the creditors, and you're going to basically get it removed, the late payment. Well, when the creditor finds that out, they kind of shut the account. All right, that's not my account. I didn't file wide, blah, 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 stop. If you're doing credit repair, I'm sorry to say, they're going to just lie, and if that's what you want, try it. Lying certainly kind of works sometimes, but again, I think that's the poison of the fruit of the tree, but that's just my opinion. So me, I got the right rules and tools. What does that mean? I got the silly nickname of the Godfather of Credit. All right, I've been on KNX radio for 49 years, by the way. So what happens is the Godfather of Credit is simple because I built over $60 million of credit. I think I said 60 billion the other, it's actually 60 million. So let me correct that. So what happens is this credit is just a tool. Now I've helped people become millionaires and billionaires. That's what I've done most of my life as well. All right, Nick, I pushed 10 here, right? Because it's talking. Okay, there we go. So I already did. So let's understand. What we have to understand is what you did right or wrong. And I'm not here to pick on you. I'm here to correct things and kind of get you past go. And that's important to me, getting past go. So in other words, credit, the building. The building was $86 million, by the way. Okay? It's now worth about $200 million. It's across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall. There's $1 million car. So the bottom line for me is I like making money because it turned into a game. To me, it's a game to play and to win. That's my goal. And basically in 1976, I wrote Winning the Game of Business because that's what I was doing. I didn't know any better to call this or that. So today, it's like anything else we're trying to do. It's like, this is live. We might open the microphone to ask some questions as well. Raise your hand and let us know. If not, you can text it or read it out loud. See, at the end of the day, you got to man up, woman up. What does that mean? We have to be responsible. You got a husband, you got a wife, you got a family. What does that mean? We have to understand you're bringing the pain home because you don't know any better. That's what I'm going to give you my opinion, whatever it's worth for you. So in the beginning, I'm going to say, please no pictures or recording. Why? I think you take pictures of everything and film everything, and then you don't learn diddly squat. See, the problem is you don't look at those pictures again and again. I believe the way that God made us is to understand our brains to record. Your hands, your eyes, your ears, that's to record the information. If you write it down, your brain will record it faster. But again, that's going to be up to you. So again, what do? I've accomplished every goal I ever had. And I mean every goal. Under your corporate structure, I got my first $1 million at 14 and a half, by the way. I do impossible things all the time. That's just me. I got my first billion through the corporate structure at 21, 2.6 billion at 26. My problem at 26, I thought I was going to die the next year. See, I already got everything I want. I figured I was going to fat, ugly, and die. It scared the crap out of me, but I found myself helping more people. It made me feel even better. So that's me. 1981, highest and fastest kick on planet Earth. Every time I hear some ding-dong say, white man can't jump, what are you talking about? I don't understand stupid, but that's just my opinion. Now, I like goodies. Again, goodies to me are important. But again, I had a problem in the 80s and 90s about loan to value. When I invented the division process in 1985-86, I put my goodies in my divisions. That would be the ultimate goal. And goodies could be Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and goodies that I'll show you that I obtained, if more. Now, I like mansions. See, I didn't have a house as a kid. I had to move around. I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old, and it sucked. Going to schools, Watts, Torrance, Long Beach, all these great areas. You had to learn to kick it or run. I'd rather just die than run, but it's just me. So what do? Winning the Game of Business is my first series that I wrote. By the way, that's 1976, okay? All right, at 16 years old, I built my first mansion in Nillyale, California, by the way. See, I studied 15 books, 13 books a week. I taught myself how to read 2.5 years old. Had a beard at 12. All right, the difference is I was always talking like I'm 10 or 20 years older, and I was confusing people. They go, how old are you? How old are you? I just didn't realize one thing. When I was a kid, I thought grown-ups were just stupid. That's just my opinion. Because I'd ask them a question, and they go, well, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, can you explain that to me slowly? Well, there you go. That's about it. You see, your problem is you're the basket. You're the basket. You're the duck. You're the sheep. Wow. Because you brought the pain home. Why wouldn't you plan the problem? Why wouldn't you take the time and understand, all right, you can plan the problem so you're prepared. See, life isn't easy. It's trying to kill us all at times. But what do? If we plan the problem, understanding credit, for instance, you have no idea about the 25 to 20% rule because I created it in the 80s, late 70s and 80s. But what do? You jack up your credit, you get stuck, you can't get any more, you backed yourself and family in a corner, and you brought the pain home. I call that silly and dumb, but that's just my opinion. Again, I wouldn't do that, ever. So what do? Now, today, take a picture, and you can delete this if you want to as you go through this process. This is a way that I can let you know, and I can text you, all right, in my next event, and it will be free, by the way. See, I'm online 6 days a week, free. Have been for 49 years, by the way, okay? Fridays and Saturdays classes and all kinds of fun stuff. So tomorrow, you should actually invite all your friends to our class tomorrow afternoon. Why? Or even Saturday. Because if they buy anything, you can get 10%. Make a friend, make a buck. A program I created years ago, too. So here's a way, but I need you to basically take a picture, scan it, and put yes, yes, yes. But again, if you don't, that's okay. You're the one missing out, not me. See, I don't have to work. You may not understand this. I actually donate my time to this organization. I always have. I haven't had a paycheck for over 40 years. By the way, I don't even have a personal bank account. Well, we don't want one of those. See, I've been teaching that to rich and famous people for years. What did we do? I believe most of you want to go get the American dream. It's not living on the hill, drive the car of your dreams. If they sue you, dilly squat. It's no having money coming in and free up your time. In my original series, it was very simple. It said cash flow, free up your time. I created that, and some other ding-dong tried to steal it as well. Financial freedom. That way, now he has to put the word the financial freedom. He kind of got in trouble. So let's say you will sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family. Honey, we're going to start a business. Let's go jack those suckers up. Let's drop the score, get stuck, can't get any more. See, the problem is you did it to yourself because of your lack of knowledge. I believe that lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. We're not stupid people. Half the world is freaking lazy. See, every credit card needs a sticky. You got to understand, that's a $10,000 card. I'm sorry, most of you don't have one anyway. But I'll get you one if you want. But I'll get you 10 of them. That $10,000 card. Oh, honey, let's go to dinner. Let's go shopping. Stop it. A $10,000 credit card is only worth $2,900. The moment you take it past $2,900, you drop your score. You got to say couldn't get any more. See, you don't look at the credit report on that line. That's called a graft. That's the heartbeat of your credit. The only one making it go up and down is you. But again, that's up to you as well. This is $50,000. I'd like to get you $100,000 if you allow me to. Maybe two of those. No, a bunch of cards. See, we had to understand how we set up the system was the oldest card and then the 29% rule. It's like when I wanted to sue Credit Karma during the pandemic because they kept saying 42%. I just thought that was stupid because it's not correct. I created in 1987 the rules and tools. But again, the goal for you, being husband and wife or family or kids, what do you get to do? Never bring the pain home. See, I didn't have a house. I didn't have a family. I got used and abused as a kid. I ate a freaking trash can and it really pissed me off. I wanted to prove my mommy she was wrong by putting me in the trash can. It sucked. So when I created the 29% rule, simple, we have to understand something. All cards fluctuate. Write it down. All cards fluctuate, but these don't. These what? Don't. I convinced them 18 years ago to put a POT, paid overtime limit. So this is $100,000 on one of these cards, but I can max it up to $1 million. As long as I jack these up and not these, guess what I get? I can maintain a 750 score. Sorry, you jacked up the wrong damn card. And then you took your bad day, bad week, bad year, and you drug it down for 3 to 6 years because you're lacking knowledge. Again, lack of knowledge to me is the stupidity of man or woman. We're not stupid, but I think we all do stupid, even me. So 10%, what's 29%? On the dashboards, when it was created, is 29% is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So that's something you have to understand in your brain to make sure you don't jack up the card again. I have to rebuild you now, and that's my goal. I like to rebuild people. See, as my wife calls it, you're my hobby, because you are. It's kind of fun. When I get to change lives, I get, oh, damn, that was good. That was good. I get to do this to myself because I had nobody else doing it for me. I didn't get a mommy and a daddy. Okay? Again, the reality is, the closest thing was like Joanne. Carl was a piece of crap. Okay, used and abused, and he was this piece of crap. I could live with him for a while, and that just sucked. Mrs. Hope was a she-devil from hell. Never bring the pain home. So if we're going to plan the problem, all right, plan the problem. Oh, shit day. If we're going to have safety credit to take care of our family and never bring the pain home, we must have a line of defense. Let's go to the board. Your problem is you. You did not take the responsibility to learn what you could do. You follow people like ducks and sheep. You're the bullseye. You could have 3 divisions of you, 3. It gave you 3 chances to try. You could create a line of defense. You screwed up this one, you got 2 more to go. As long as you have no intent to do fraud. See, your problem is, damn it, stop it. I don't understand why the hell you brought the pain home in the first place. You didn't have to. But you didn't do your research. You didn't understand. It's like today. This will be my next year. This next year is my 50th year. I'm done. I'm no longer going to do a lot of things. I got junior, senior counselors, coaches, everything else. I don't want to do anything next year besides going on a business trip with my beautiful wife and kids. But I'll do some broadcasts every once in a while, but that's it. So this year you better play. If me, you're going to play with someone else because guess what? I'm training them to do what I do. So again, if we don't learn rules and tools, we're kind of screwed up. Here's your problem is you. All cards fluctuate. All cards but 2. So if I have an oh shit day, oh shit week, oh shit year, I'm going to jack up these cards. They don't fluctuate, the other ones do. See, your problem is you created your own problem because you're lacking knowledge. Everybody should have a 750 score. It's simple. But again, you have to learn how to play the game. For 30 plus years, when I wrote winning the credit game, understand, everything I did is turn it into a game, winning the game of business, winning the credit game. This series here has books. It has literally inside of it letters to creditors and credit bureaus. You don't have to lie. Take a picture, scan it, and send it to the whole world you know. It's been out there for 30 years, 35 years plus. Don't worry, all those credit repair companies, they download it too. But then they tend to get in trouble. They get indicted like Daniel in the credit repair cloud. All right, fined $3 million. Probably going to go to jail. Now, here's the next problem. You got a collection account. What do? No one gave you a copy of Debt Crisis Intervention. I created that, and the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act. See, you need to understand knowledge here. When they say knowledge is power, most people are full of crap. They don't know diddly squat. And I'll take on anybody knowledge on an open forum, any place. It's just fun stuff. All right, they usually don't want to because the last 2 I embarrassed the hell out of them because they're just acting stupid. They're experts. Yeah, right. Now, today I have a problem. You're going to give me your logins for Credit Karma. Oh, goody. Well, Credit Karma, hell, there's no phone number. All right, people in San Francisco, before they sold it, 26 people, they don't want to talk to you. They just want you to go clickety-click, clackety-clack. They don't have Experian, and I have a problem with that. You see, if I'm going to go get you a Chase Freedom card, a Sapphire, or the Ink cards, there's 5 of those, there's no interest up to 22 months. That's free money. I need to see Experian. If I can't see Experian, what am I supposed to do? Guess? Peekaboo? So do yourself a favor. Take a picture right now. Scan it, log in, check it out. Sign up. They're going to charge you $25 a month. Don't worry, they got that thing that LifeLock has, but they actually do the work. Did you know LifeLock was indicted 6 times? The last time was $100 million for lying to the world. And they're still on TV going blah, blah, blah. Analyticals carries a $2 million bond, and they protect the black web too. But they do a hell of a lot more. So let's fire a Credit Karma, in my opinion. Let them basically analyze you the first time free, charge you $25 a month, and they're going to call you every 46 days. They're going to call you, and they're going to tell you, get off your assets, do this, this, this. Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it? Now, the next thing, they're going to do some other things about business. See, their whole app is to help personal or business. They're setting up the Dun & Bradstreet for the corporation. They're setting up Experian, TransUnion, Equifax business reports. So I think you got to sign up for it right away, but that's up to you. Scan it, check it out. If you need help, Julia will help you do that too. Here's the problem. I believe you sit there like a duck in a sheet. What does that mean? You did the same thing yesterday and the day before that and to this morning as well. If you don't change your routine, you're stuck. I think you let life control you versus you controlling life. You get home, oh, I'm tired. You don't have time to be tired, period. You'll be tired when we're dead. This is your life. Oh, shit. So let's pretend today you're going to pay attention and turn these up. Hopefully you will, not just pretend. What do? When you have an oh, shit day because you lost your job, the following week you're trying to find a job, oh, shit week. Within 8 months, you can't pay the house, the car, and everything else. It's oh, shit year. Then you drag it on and on. Once you screw up, you keep it screwed up. Then you do all the stupid things that don't make any sense. 19 inquiries, this and that. Ah. You talk to your friends and family, it's their ideas. Most of them don't know what the hell they're doing anyway. Can you imagine you asked your friend and family how to go get this? You had an idea. They've never done diddly squat, but you asked them anyway. So what do? Run out of time. Make a list and write it down, please. It's simple. We take all the credit we have. When we have the little shit day, we increase all the limits, increase them. Because we're going to need money. Credit, money, and time. Credit, money, and time. Maybe you write it down. What do? We analyze. What does this mean? I've analyzed over 15 million people. This person had a 479. I got him 155 points. Is that okay? We didn't have to lie and say, no, mine kind of late. See, rebuilding credit makes sense. But it's up to you to listen to that, too. What do? Here's a 635 to an 828. Okay? So we get to play the game to win, and that's what our goal is. So understand, there is a graph on your credit reports. When you look at the graph going up and down, you're the one controlling that. You control the up and down show. And that's what your problem is, because you did what? You brought the pain home. But again, I was fighting to survive. That was me. I had to learn how to get past go because the world is trying to kick my assets and kill me. My wife and I said back, honey, you're lucky you're alive. I've been shot 3 times. I've been knifed 6. And all the things I had to go through eating out of a trash can as a kid. So if you got a mommy and daddy, you cherish that. Because I have no idea. Okay? I have no idea. So understand, $100,000 of credit. Let's get you 10 of these cards. All right? Up to $10,000. Now, here's the science. Here's the madness that I created for me. All right? From the 70s and 80s. Okay? If I have $100,000 of credit, and I can only use 29%, that's $29,000. Okay. I got $71,000 of safety because that's 1 year's salary. You see, oh shit, day, week, month, or year don't last forever. So understand, we can get through the bad time, but having that safety credit. But again, what did you do? You jacked up the wrong damn card. You know a lot, but you don't know diddly squat to get there. Then you got to cut all the crap out you waste money on. Most of you, between every other day, you waste $50 to $100. All right? You see, that's $5,000 card on this spend here. You're wasting over $700 a month on crap. Let's figure out what we need to do. Corporation. Corporation's a legal person. Oh, you got one, fantastic. You know, hey, what are you going to do? LLC, peekaboo. I got a C corp, peekaboo. See, the BS that's out there in the market today is, I'm rich, we're not rich. Corporation's rich. If they were rich, they'd be broke because the IRS would take all the money. That's how it works. So we can buffer credit and money, and we can repackage ourselves correctly, but it's a corporation, and I'm going to say 18 divisions. We got to go back to the board. You got your tablet and pen? Hopefully you do. We can begin. Here's a corporation. I got a C Corp. Oh, goody. I got an LLC. I got an LLP. All right, I got an S Corp. I got a PC, Professional Corp. Who cares? I don't care what you have. I care the fact that a corporation is a legal person in the beginning. If your corporation does business, no matter what type you have, because you're the officer, you're the duck on the bank account, when they sue you. Congratulations. And if anybody tells you any different, that's BS. I see on social media the guy says, you can file bankruptcy and do another one. Baloney. You guarantee the lease, you guarantee the credit card, you guarantee the car payment. You got to realize something. Corporations should never do business. It should be a management company. This should have a management company. See, you didn't look at the Bank of America. You didn't look at Chase. You didn't look at U.S. Bank and Wells Fargo. You see, they bankrupt branches, separate tax ID, keep the assets and the money right off in their taxes. Cities do that. Grocery stores do it as well. Me, I just understand how do they do it, and I basically research my research. Let's pretend you're an expert in real estate. I'm going to say, yeah, that's a joke. I mean, all these experts are great. You know who Carlton Sheets' coach was and how all the coaching was done? Dave Delgado, me, my company in PE, in Utah. I was the one behind the scenes between all of these silly people. Okay? Even Russ Dalby, all kinds of fun stuff. So let's understand something today. A corporation is a legal what? If you think you're an expert, let's have some fun. Let's go in an open forum. Let's go kick it. But again, what do? You see, what do you got here? You have 5 divisions. Your name's not on it. You have 5 houses. How many liabilities do you have? 10. You got 5 loans and you got 5 turds that can screw you and sue you and tear it apart. You didn't protect your assets because the division does. What do? I'd like you to learn the word daisy chaining. Write it down, please. See, each one of these cards can get 99 more. 99, is that okay? That's only 100 million. If we take a 100,000 card like these here, we can daisy chain it 99 more times. How many would you like? You see, every division has its own credit file. Has its own what? Credit file. So if we play the game to win, here's a $100,000 card. Here's their sisters called division cards. Here's another one. I do this every day. It's kind of fun. But again, the goal is, how do I help you get past go and get to that what? The American dream to me is auto income. Write down auto income. See, I just want to rebuild your life like Humpty Dumpty my way, because I think your way sucks, in my opinion. If we take basically what I've done all my life, it's called boring and steady. It's in all my books for 40 plus years. See, today, when you drive down that busy street and you see that Wendy's restaurant, stop at the light or the stop sign. Look at it. Look in the mirror. Oh shit, I should own that sucker. Why don't I? Blame yourself. Put yourself in the mirror and say, why the hell don't you own that Wendy's restaurant? The laundromat, the dry cleaners, the apartment complex, the storage unit. See, you drive by your opportunity every day and don't even see it. I don't understand. When I got dropped off at the pier, Redondo Beach, at 3 years old, Mrs. Hope rolled down the window and said, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'll leave you there to die. She scared the shit out of me. I got to eat up a trash can. I got, stole off the pier. The man says, boy, all right, take out the trash or I'll call the police. Which one did I pick? See, life is a journey of education. You learn your job by doing your job, but sometimes you don't even pay attention. I don't understand that, but that's up to you. I asked my father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis at the time, he's now the ex-father-in-law, would you like to partner with me in a storage unit? He said, yeah, okay. See, what happened is, all right, we partnered up and we got it. This is an auto income. When we were done closing escrow, we each got $17,350 a month to the corporation. Okay, so understand, the corporation does not pay tax till it's profitable. That offsets taxes. How do you think all these ding-dongs learn this stuff? I've been teaching for 49 years. So what happens next? Now, the corporation you have, okay, all this. I got a C Corp, an LLC, an LLP, all right, SOC, or PC. This is going to become an S Corp because I said so. So you're going to convert it under the 1244 when you start to make money because I said so. I don't want you to think because you think you screwed up. Sorry, my thinking works. I'm right, you're wrong. Simple. We're going to play my way. Now, some ding-dongs will say, you're going to get a paycheck. Wow, you're going to get a paycheck. It's taxed. You got all these ding-dongs all over the place saying, you're going to get a tax. Oh, whoa, goody. Do you understand? Okay? Your lifestyle is your income based on basically your house paying what you're trying to do. Your house, or if you don't have one, I hope you get one. For 24 years, that house payment is all interest. You don't pay it off till the last 6 years. So if you're going to be taxed on a paycheck, oh goody, house payment offset the taxes. You designed a point that you can break even. Got it so far? So if we get the money and the honey, we get to win the game of business. So the next time before you're fired or laid off, why don't you hire yourself and hire me? Because I'll get you where you need to go. Your problem is you. Half the world's freaking lazy. My next system I wanted to create was books for dummies. That's why I wanted to call it. Because when I learn something new, I feel stupid. I got to master it again and again. I got to get it right. If not, it just drives me crazy. So I called it the Millionaire's Founders Kit. Simple. 12 books, each book for each month of the year. At the end of the year, I got 1,000 steps, rules, and tools. I got the foundation of a millionaire corporation. And every once in a while, I got to remind Tony, quit using the blueprint of success because I own it. Okay, I own it. It's mine, 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 mine. People like to copy my shit. Then I have to go spank them. Ah! That's how it works. Repackaging America, repackaging you. Here's chapter 18. Now, being used and abused by the Hope family kind of sucked. She's telling the word she's helping the kids. Bullshit. So what happens? I'm in the corner. She's having a poker game every Wednesday night. Okay. And she tells everybody from Jane Fonda to Ted Turner and all these Michael Landon, Dan Blocker, all right, Gunsmith, Mr. Apostle producers, don't pay attention to that piece of shit in the corner. That was me. And none of them gave a shit. None of them cared. All right? Okay. They accepted it. See, when I heard a corporation's a legal person, I wrote it down. See, I'm listening. Everything to me is a lesson, and I dissect things pretty good. So I basically learned a corporation legal person when I was 7.5. Now I drove my little bicycle the next day to the Torrance Police Department, and next door to the library. Man, what does this mean? Now I'm talking like I'm 15 to 20, 30 years old, by the way, at the time. I want to look at books. I got lucky when I lived on Delane Street. Joanne was a great person. Joanne wired Apollo 9, 11, 13. Everything her was a blueprint. That's how I learned the word blueprint as a kid. Okay. So I'm looking for a blueprint. There's no blueprint. What do? I got to create one. You see where it says it may sue or be sued? When a corporation is sued, you're screwed. Sorry, it's true. You're the duck or you're the sheep. You might as well walk around and go, bah, quack, quack, quack. Because you got what? You're the officer of the bank account. Oh, goody. And all these ding-dongs, you need an LLC. Do you understand an LLC is driven by ownership certificates? It says it on the certificate of ownership, the managing member, and they're all in your possession. 5 questions in a deposition, I got you. We're going to have fun. But again, what do we do? Now let's watch on the bottom. Not required to file fictitious business name. You see that? That bothered me because it was wrong. At 9.5 years old, going to the library almost every day, as a little kid, I knew that was wrong. I don't care who wrote the law book, it was wrong, period. So remember what it says under Professional Business Code 179A3, okay? Because we're going to go back to that a couple of times. My first corporation cost me $10. What's your problem? You. Your problem is you. It always has been. It cost me $10. That same corporation today is $30. Some of you spend thousands of dollars for an incorporating service, an attorney, a CPA. You didn't learn diddly squat, and you still paid the damn filing fee. My corporation, Helping Hand, I was 9.5. I sent $10 to the Secretary of State of California. What came in the mail back then? Credit cards to people and corporations all the time that are applying for credit. I got $100,000 of credit. Mrs. Hope called Ted Turner, and a Laker became an attorney. Is this little boy a crook? What did he do? Mr. Ted Turner asked, how'd you do this? I had to explain to Ted Turner, like I'd have to explain to you slowly in a class. There's 26 ways used in SS4 form. 26 ways. Okay? So I had to explain it to him. Also, I got named in the movie Dave. Check it out if you want. Now I got named in a lawsuit. Damn, it scared the crap out of me. I'm 12 and a half years old, and I started the Orange County Blind Center, but I used the word Braille. I got named in a lawsuit. Oh, shit. Never bring the pain home. See, your lie is you. If someone tells you a corporation protects you, that's not true. You signed for the credit card. You signed the car. You signed the lease of the building. They're going to come get you. But again, that's up to you. When I wrote a book with Ken Yarbrough back in '87, we called it File Segregation. I didn't like it. It seemed like Ken wanted to lie. He said, well, Ray, your divisions take 3 to 6 months. I don't care. It's a legal person of the corporation for me or the corporation. See, the only way to separate liability is like the banks and grocery stores do. They have owning corporates called subsidiaries. So let's understand, okay, if you would have had 3 divisions of you, you would have had 3 chances to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. It's too late. You already screwed it up. Let's rebuild you my way, because your way sucks. Is that okay? So what do? A corporation's allowed 3 things. Then we add the 4th. Understand? It's a management company. It does not do business. I'll show you and prove that to you as well. Corporation buffers tax. No taxes due till we're profitable. Corporate credit, it's all the damn write-off. I've been teaching borrow money. It's not taxable for 49 years. This is the damn write-off, interest rate and credit card. You don't steal from your family. That's called stupid. You build the corporation, the credit, I'll do it for you too. My dashboard has 62 million of live credit just on cards. Then what do? We get the card fleet price. We stay at the hotel, get a free buffet. That's all we do. You have 7 things that a division should do. So understand what that means. 7 things. It's the line of defense. Line of what? We're all going to have an oh shit day, week, month, or year. The line of defense is if I get rid of a division, I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. If I needed to, I could bankrupt it under the Federal Protection Act. But I'm here to be CPA attorney. I'm just to give public information. Again, multiple functions. Buy at wholesale price. Multiple credit reports. Every division gets a what? It can finance itself. Each division can have up to $1 million of credit. Again, up to $1 million of credit. Your problem is you. Why did you bring the pain home in the first place? I don't understand. Why would you ever do that to you and your family? I mean, I'd rather lose a division than the corporate of my family, wouldn't you? So the lack of knowledge, is that stupidity of man or woman? Probably. What do we need to do is create a line of defense. A line of what? Defense. You see, when I was a kid, being the janitor in the karate studio in Torrance, all right, basically Aaron taught us one thing. He said, put your arms out and turn in circles. That was called the defensive circle. Simple. Somebody gets in your face here, you hug, kiss, or kill them. It was hug, kiss, or kill. That's it. Hug, kiss, because you know them, or get back ready to kill. That's what we were trained to do. Simple. But it's a line of defense. Your problem is you keep being the duck and the sheep. Now, take a picture of this. I have been giving corporations for free for 49 years. 49 years. I had 2 attorneys putting me down for years, and those 13 shitheads online saying blah, 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 blah. I got 50 million people I've helped so far. I got 13 shitheads, okay. So they wouldn't stop lying, so I had to sue each for $100 million. Now, both attorneys are being disbarred. I don't like liars. The devil stood up here. I'd help the devil today. So there's our corporation's articles for free. They were charging $5,000 for a piece of paper that's got magic to it, I guess. So take that, take a picture, and scan it and send it to everybody you know. Why would anybody pay for articles for, and they're damn free? It'll cost you $30 for a nonprofit, $100 for profit in California. Now, let's understand. I have 2 types of coaching programs. One is I'll coach you in your business for a year for $30,000. I will hand you $300,000 of credit, 10 times your investment, by the way. Better than being in Vegas. If I'm coaching in a partnership, it's very simple. That means every other week, every 3 weeks, we're on the phone. I give you the list, and you're going to do what I tell you to do. Then you're going to go to the boot camps to become what? All right, the puppet master. Then you're stuck with me. What happens is this. In a second, I want you to take a picture right now. Take that picture. So here's $100,000 a person, which you need, $100,000 a business, 25 subdivisions. Every division you get, all right, the way I designed it in basically 1985, you can get 3 more, and then you get 2 more, and then you get 1 more. You're building a matrix. Say if you needed that for an apartment complex or something. a duplex, fourplex. So here we have a blueprint call with you and me for up to an hour plus with your partner of life. 12 months of coaching with you and me. I mean, it's $45,000. It's not cheap. See, I've always been $3,000 an hour and $25,000 a day, okay, for the last 45 years. If you did it today, all goodies all is $20,000. It's $20,000 with goodies. If you don't do it today, then you just pay the normal price. It's simple. Opportunity is there. Now, there's a 3-day summit coming up, and you get to go online or in person with me as well. What do we get to do? If you don't need the goodies, it's simple. It's 10 grand, okay? It's $10,000. It's a simple fee. You've already wasted $50,000 in your life and pissed it away. Here you're actually going to go to work with me, and I'm going to do the work for you, and I'm going to tell you what to do next. I don't want you thinking. The more you think, the more you screw it up. Sorry, that's what I believe. The 3-day summit is going to give you the 1,000 steps, rules, and tools. It is August 29th, 30th, 31st. The goal is simple. Get you ready for an escrow as we play this game. Again, I want to train you how to be the puppet master. If you want to sign up later, take a picture, scan it, sign up. That's all you got to do. I'd like you to call one of the specialists right away instead, but it's up to you. So what do we do? 1,000 steps, and I show you some goodies that I've always obtained. It's kind of fun stuff. Okay, what do we do next? Okay, the Millionaire's Founders Kit. Let's understand, I'm probably one of the most verified people on the planet. I used to do radio shows years ago with George Putnam, all kinds of stuff. Had my own radio and TV show as well. So let's play. Now, I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years every Wednesday night in Los Angeles, California. I sold that series for $5,000 a set. I was the second largest advertiser in California, 32 years. So I'm more verified than most people. I'm not full of you know what, because one of my books I wrote years ago, it's called Bullshit Doesn't Pay Your Bills. Because there's a lot of bullshit out there in this world today, but it's just my opinion. Here's my oh shit day. 2009, July 4th, my wife wants to take 72 people on one of my 3 yachts in the backyard. It's the middle yacht because we don't need the big one with the helicopter on the top. We're going to take 72 people. We're going to watch the fireworks. Oh, goody. We watched the fireworks. Someone had a virus. There I am the next day in a coma. Sucks. All right. My wife calls Ron, my district manager, says, Ron, Ray's in a coma. He's going to die. Can you come help me? He drives a U-Haul truck to the office to steal my books and CDs. My IT manager, Tom, because I have 50 million people in my database, sells my websites and phone numbers to a porn site. Never call the phone number, still a porn site to this day. So the people around you, have they all been good or have they ripped you off? You can only answer that question. What do we do? It is the blueprint of success and own the rights to that. So let's understand. The 18 books and CDs, Millionaire's Founders Kit, Financial Series, Real Estate Series, that was controlling 2.2 billion of real estate, by the way. I'm going to give you 50,000 credit for 5,000 bucks. If you do that today, you get the summit for free. You get it for free. Okay, no problem. If all you want to do is go online to the summit only with no bonuses, okay, it's 2,000 bucks. Watch online for the 3 days. Have a pizza party with all your friends and family. Let them learn too. Why not? But again, there's no bonuses to it. If you partner with me, it becomes free. There's the ultimate goal. So let's understand. If you want to scan, you can sign up right away. Well, what do we do? I like Zelle because there's no 5% fee. I would like you to think about calling the office before I'm done talking today. 800-254-9506. Ask for Dave. All right, Chris is already gone. Ask for Jake, for heaven's sake. Ask for Jay. Ask for Brandy, too. You see, we got a team willing to help you. Don't forget about Junior. So I want them to help you and kind of guide you to write it up, and away. And if you use a card, they'll charge you 5% more because that's what their bank charges us. So you have opportunities. Now, our office here is not really shared office space. It's when I have allowed 42 people to use my office as an address. Maybe using shared office space, it actually doesn't work. How about a mailbox, etc.? You can't build credit to that. So you might even consider signing up, and when we call it shared office, it's really your own office as well. You can always ask for Julia. She's in charge of the program. By using my address, the credit's here. It builds credit even faster. My dashboards are here too. So the bottom line, you can save money and do it right if you want to. Scan it, take a picture. See, I'm going to give you solutions for every problem you ever had. Every time I couldn't find a solution by asking a grown-up when I was a kid, because I thought they were stupid, I created my own solution. inventing division process. Danny and I partnered to buy this apartment complex. 64 units, so I need 66 divisions. I created a form back in the 80s. It's called assignment of mortgage. Write it down, assignment of mortgage. Most of my forms were given to Google years ago as well. And my little kits were at Home Depot and Office Depot and Office Max. So what do? I want to be the bank. I want to be the bank. So what happens is very simple. How many divisions do you want? It's going to be up to what you need. If I want 9 divisions to create one card into $1 million of credit, I need 9 divisions. If I have 9 locations, like 9 houses, or 9 Wendy's, 9 Jack in the Box, or 9 storage units, I need 9 more. So 9 tends to be 18. 18 is 36, and 72, on and on. Now understand, you were born the day you were born, right? You have a birthday. So is a corp, so is a division. Bank wants that division and corporation to be 2 years old for a line of credit up to $150,000. Again, the numbers don't lie. It's how it works. So in my system, over 40 years ago, this is what I created. And the world needs to understand there was not only a coma, there was a pandemic, it slowed everything down. This created up to $16 million of credit. Corp, division, 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 subdivisions. See, the subdivisions are like all the branches of B of A, Chase, and Wells Fargo and U.S. Bank, cities and grocery stores. So we build credit to them. Why not? Get the money. See, if you would have built the credit and had the foundation in the first place, you would have never brought the pain home, but you have no knowledge how to play the game to win. Your way didn't work, did it? We get these. 2 for you and 2 for the corporation. Understand, they don't fluctuate. Write it down. So if they offer you 99 more like they did me, it's kind of fun. The Ray Reynolds University was offered 99 more cards. 99. I can turn that to $100 million. That's ridiculous. Manageable debt, $100,000 of personal, $1 million of corporate credit, auto income, and then we're going to teach you how to leverage money. How do you think all these people know how to leverage money now? Who do you think taught them? Donald Duck? Simple. If we take borrowed money, not taxable, and we use that money to buy our lifetime income, that's usually a fourplex, an apartment complex, a Wendy's, or a Jack in the Box. I bought my first Jack in the Box when I was 19, by the way. I built my first castle at 16. I don't understand why you've been waiting so long. You know, what, you're 35 to 75 years old? Let's get off our ass and go get it. You roll the dice as you and your family. No, it's a division. If it doesn't work, disconnect. I say incorporate, bankrupt the shit out of them, get another one. But have no intent to do fraud. See, you got to fight for what you want. I fought all my life. Now, I have a problem in the late 80s. I got 53 million of this at the time. Now, I don't have a cell phone back then. It wasn't invented yet. So what do? Library time. They're shrinking my limits. Oh, shit. They're shrinking my limits. What am I going to do? Research. C191D. A private corporation can loan money out privately. I created a matrix. 4.6 million of that. 190,000 a month. Every 10,000 I loaned, I got notes back for 240,000. That was $1.1 billion in notes, by the way. We're going to play. We're going to win this time. I win all the time. Every business I've ever done does 100 million plus since I was a little kid. God gave me the touch. He gave me the brain. He gave me the way to do it. I got total recall on most things, an IQ of 203 at 14, and I talk and walk with both hands at the same time. And I rhyme it all the time, too. So now, your corporation is going to need Dun & Bradstreet. Take a picture. Analytical 750 is going to help you with that. Get you set up for Dun & Bradstreet. No problem. They'll even help you analyze it as well. So your goal is like a division. Give me a name of a person or a company. My dashboard since 1987, I can create the reports, cash reports, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax under tax ID. Instant report. That's what we do. Okay, what do? Give me a name and I'll set up credit files for your divisions or corporations. I don't need tax IDs until I daisy chain credit. We have to daisy chain the credit first. So today, this is what the office would offer you right away. They're going to say 3 with or without credit, 9 with or without credit, or 12. So what happens here is take that picture. You can call them right away, and one of the specialists will write it up for you as well. No problem. The next thing is, if you did it during this webinar, what I'm going to do is double the numbers. So in other words, Jake will basically, because Mr. Reynolds said you get 6, you get 18. All right, you got Junior saying the same thing, or Dave, or even Jay. What do we get to do? You get to play my way. Isn't that fun? So what do we get to do? We get to double the numbers if you did it right away. If not, I'm going to say you blew it. If you Zelle, they can even walk you through that as well. You get to save 10%. Now, the problem with you want to be rich. You're listening to a lot of people on social media going, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. It's a lot of bullshit. They're not rich. If they were, the corporation, they would be broke. The corporation's rich. They're the puppet master. They should actually tell the truth. They're confusing people. I don't want you to be a millionaire. I want your corporation to be worth $1 million. You play with me, I guarantee $1 million corporation. You play with 2 years, 5 to 10 million. Hey, I've got clients for the last 40 years. It's kind of fun. Your corporation will have 9 divisions, so we get 9 different lines of credit, up to $1 million, and we want 9 locations or something. Is that okay? That's why it becomes 18. We play my way. See, as a little boy being dropped off the Redondo Beach Pier, I gathered magazines. You see, I could see Marina Del Rey, Torrance, Rocks Pass, Race, and Rat Beach. They got money. There's no difference in you than the person who has money. The difference is you probably got more ambition now. They're just sitting back and telling the story. I know you go to those big events now. My big events make you work. But again, your big event you go to, you get to hear 3 famous people, how they made it. Wow. By the 4th one, it's the same crap. Do you really want to hear other people how they made it, or say, what are you going to do for me? What are you going to do for you? Simple. So I'd like you to think about setting up a division for your son or daughter. You see, when I die, my son and my daughters become the president of the companies. They don't inherit diddly squat. They control everything, so there's no inheritance tax. I think the world's doing it all wrong anyway, but that's just my opinion. So maybe your son and daughter. How about if you have a grandson or granddaughter? Why don't we teach them right? Why don't you start them out right in the first place? See, when you get that legacy nowadays, a little bit of money in house, that's it. But that person built the business. Why don't you just give me the business, okay? But it's the way to play. So if you need 100,000 credit today, no problem. Usually it's 10 grand. The office discounted to 8,000 today, no problem. If you did it during the webinar, all right, it's $5,000 for that $100,000 of credit. And you can Zelle or call the office immediately and talk to a specialist. What do we have to do with the $100,000 for the corporation? Should we just double the number to 10 grand? How about we do $200,000 of credit today, literally for $8,000? Work with them. Call the specialist now. Again, when I'm done talking, the opportunity is over because it's done. They only allowed to do the discounts while I'm online with you. Wait, it's how we play. There's your Zelle. Now, as Brandy tries to make fun of me. That's not nice, but that's okay. What do? Call the specialist. There's the number, 800-254-9506. Use a card, they will charge you 5% more. That's how it works. So if I'm going to repackage it like Humpty Dumpty, I need you to listen, turn these up, and do what I tell you to do. Because I'll make you a corporate millionaire. I'll guarantee it. Don't worry, I carry a $2 million bond too. So we get to play. We're going to play it my way for a while. Now, this man's a liar. Sorry. He makes $210 a day as an average. All right, he's being lazy. Some people on the street need help. We help the ones that need help. This man's lying. Although it's my job, I got 2 kids. That means you have an apartment, you have a house. Go drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. Have a garage sale. When I came out of coma, I had 12 garage sales. I got cited 3 times at Huntington Beach. If he shows up here, I'll put his butt on the phone. I'll put him to work. Because that's the truth. He's even wearing his jammies. Okay, why would you want to work if people give handing him money? The ones that need help, let's help them. Not this guy here. He's a liar. Well, that's just my opinion. What do we do? Well, I don't know. Have you ever lost $3.7 billion by friggin' signature? I did. We went home. It's not my home anymore. All right, got a guy said she threatened to kill me, 50 guns at my head with cops, Coast Guard, everything else. When someone basically steals your shit, what are you going to do? My wife and kids are in the car. What do? I have my 3 divisions of me. I have my 5 closet divisions. I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. Just like I used to show at the Bonaventure, I built credit for my cat. Sam Reynolds a cat with credit for $1 million of credit. I bought my wife her next dream house. You see, I don't know why you're doing your way. I think your way sucks. Happy wife, happy life. I buy the house, she makes it a home, she leaves me alone, I go kill it. That's my job as a man, husband, father, okay? Is to protect him and go get the money. But again, that's just me. Today, you could have made $1,000. I'm gonna say you blew it. You could have had 10 people here watching me. You could have registered on my system, HubSpot. It would have said, would you like Zelle, would you like a check, or would you like store credit? It's simple. Take a picture. Give me your referrals. What do you get to do? Make 10%. That's how you make your $1,000 a day. It's up to you. Let's look at this. I have been doing classes for 49 years. Nobody on planet Earth does what I do, by the way, at all. I got classes for stock, real estate, nonprofit, tax balancing, leveraging, become the bank, Dun & Bradstreet, cars, equipment, divisions, daisy chain, and irrevocable trust. And I got a program called Planning to Die. You see, you should have found me a long time ago. You didn't do your research. Take a picture, scan it, put yes, do you want me to tell you the next class, and invite you in there for free. Even a paid one, you get free, but it's up to you. What do we do? Always yes, always good. As a little kid, and as a grown-up, my response to everybody else is, how you doing, little boy? Always good. In other words, it's none of the damn business. I don't let them steal my peace. Okay, and then I always say to myself, thank you, Jesus. That's how it works. So let's understand puppet master time. If you want to learn to control 100,000 a month plus, then I'll play with you. If you don't, then just go away. Go back to what you've been doing, the boring instead you've been doing. We're going to do it my way for a while. Linda, she signed up with $2,000 in Eagle's Nest in 1986. Eagle's Nest went nationwide for all the nonprofits, by the way. She basically gave a card for $2,000. It was $26 a month. She financed it and wrote it off on her taxes. That Hyatt Hotel became the Blueprint Apartments now. Linda's right there. Take a picture, scan it. It's a $27 million project, by the way. Not counting all the times I made her a millionaire before. We play. Shaq, he's a puppet master. All right, he doesn't make pizzas and pretzels and chicken and donuts. He owns the piece. He's the bank. Mr. Buffett is the puppet master. He owns everything. And he stepped down from his organization because he had a birthday, is what it said in the bylaws. He still tells everybody what to do. So let's look. Here's me on 2 of the buildings, part of the $2.2 billion of real estate, and the cars out of the 21 car collection. You see, that's called winning the game of business. For me, that is 1,013 divisions, by the way. My system has always been boring and steady because I don't want to be fancy, blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. I want you to get your cell phone in a moment. I'm going to take one card that you allow me to get you, no matter if it's a line of credit or card, and I want to basically rebuild it 9 times. I want to daisy chain it. I want to get you 1 million of credit. I want each division to have a different function. And I want you to understand, you've been driving by your opportunity your whole life and you didn't pay attention to that. Sorry. This will get you 5 to 10,000, then 100,000, $10 million a month. I got to the point in 2007, 8, and 9, $1 million a friggin' day. A day. Isn't that fun? But what do? It's financial freedom. Take your picture now. Take it. So here's the thing. This is your future. You should print it in color, laminate it, put it on your refrigerator, your desk, or work in your screensaver. That's what you should be possessed to go get today. Instead of going, me, that's all you've been doing, sorry, in my opinion. Now, I got to get you 100,000 credit. If we go into an escrow together, or I guide you to get into one, I don't want the escrow money, I never do. I don't like touching money. So you're going to write a check from a line of credit that's $150. And we're going to use my rules and tools. Simple. You're going to be part of the escrow. You see, the difference is now you understand how it works. So what do? Scan it, get into the program. So let's think about Blueprint. I don't think I can help you 100% unless I blueprint you. This means past, present, and future. Okay, this means good, bad, ugly. You have a bankruptcy or tax lien, need to know that as well. Did you mess up Chase or American Express? Need to know that as well. Family, corporation, divisions, 18 minimum. And what do? Irrevocable trust, planning to die. Car and house, trust and division. Auto income, cash flow fee per time. So understand, a blueprint call with me is $2,000. But I want your partner of life in it with you. Is that okay? Now, the next thing is, if you did it while I'm online, it's half price, $9.99. And that's what you can do and talk to a specialist right away. So again, our goal is to be winning the game of business. My first original system I put together in 1976, by the way. If you Zelle, you save 10%. The next thing is very simple. If you do in the partnership program for coaching, then it's free. You have to decide what you want to do. 1984, I get a letter in the mail. It says you're going to have to pay $800 to $1,000, all right, per corporation per year. I own a bunch of Shakey's, 31 flavors, donut stores, all right, Subway restaurants, all kinds of stuff. I'm building condos all over the place. having fun. And now I'm going to have to pay $1.2 million to have corporations in California? Hell no. I asked Sacramento a question. Remember I told you, remember 17983 Business Professional Code? It says not required under the corporation. It was wrong. So I asked, could I create an entity under the corporation in 1984? They said create a form or modify one. Well, guess what? This form has been modified 5 times now. Your corporation will be number 4A. One of my corporations will be number 4. If we need more people in the project, it's a 4A, B, C, and D. See, based on what you put in is how you decide you want 25, 50, or 75% of a program in a project. You get to design, would you like 10,000 or 20,000 a month? But it's up to you. So understand, I've done this since 1987. For instance, the ones we look at, for instance, here. This is storage unit. They get 32,000 after all bills are paid. Do we divide it by 2 people or do we divide it by 4 people? They want $400,000 as a down payment. Again, it depends on what we want. See, numbers don't lie, only people do. And that's what I feel. We don't stretch that truth. We're going to play my way because it works. So if you want to partner with me and you want all the goodies, it's simple. It's normally $45,000. If you don't do it while we're online talking to a specialist or now, then they're going to charge you tomorrow. Simple. From there, if you want to, you can do it for $20,000 paid in full, and you get to save $25,000 and get all the goodies. Again, what do? Winning the game of business. Next, you get to go to the 3-day summit. If you don't want the goodies, you want the 3-day summit as well, it's 10 grand. And what do you get to do? You get to basically get to the 3-day summit. What is? 1,000 steps, rules, and tools. It's August 29th, 30th, 31st. Getting ready to an escrow. Become a puppet master. If you don't want that, scan it, take a picture. Maybe you just want the 3-day event. Okay, there you go. If you want 50,000 of credit, it's 5 grand. Then I give you the summit for free. If you don't want the goodies and the 5,000 of credit, then it's 2,000 bucks. Then I say stay at home and have a pizza party. Have everybody pitch in. Learn what I have to teach you. And then way you can learn and play the game. If you partner with me, it becomes free. It's up to you. So again, there's that scan code if you want to do it right away as well. I would tell you to Zelle and save up to 10% if you Zelle, or I'd tell you to talk to a specialist right away, 800-254-9506. Use a card, they will charge you 5% more. Work it out with them. If you don't, when I'm done talking, they're going to charge you the normal price. The goal is to do what? The Ray Reynolds University, I set up in 2001, and that's the ultimate goal. Helping people design that. If you need coaching for your business, 3, 6, 12 months, your specialist you get assigned to will specialize and they'll set it up for you as well. So in other words, what they will do flat out is customize things. And that will be the goal, to customize the things you want. See, I want my coaches to help you as much as they can. Always remember to look behind the screen, look behind the curtain. See, the word no doesn't mean no, it means they don't know how. Every time they said you couldn't do this or that, I created something that actually got approved by state and federal law. All right, because I don't believe the word no. Stay safe, stay strong, do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. The ability to repackage yourself, that's the ultimate goal. We have the ability to play the game to win. All right, so again, what you get to do is play the game to win. Okay, so William James wants to ask a question. William's the last time I talked to him. And I kept telling him all the things in his past. See, I got total recall. I don't usually forget people. So, William, what do you have to say today?
How you doing, sir?
Always good.
Hello. Greetings to everyone. I just wanted to make sure you touch base with Santos and let me know what's the next step.
You got it. We talked about it earlier. We're going to talk to him this afternoon as well.
Copy that.
You got it. So have a blessed day. And don't worry, we got the bouncy ball. Now you're back in the program as well. Not a problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep in mind. I'm online and we're in person 6 days a week. 49 years, okay? Helping people. My wife calls it my hobby because next year I promised her for 3 years now I'd go on a business trip with her. We're going to do that. But I told her one condition. I'm still going to broadcast every couple of days just for the fun of it because I'm never going to totally retire 100% because that scares me. When you have everything you want, what do? Retire, get fat, ugly, and die? That's not my goal. My goal is to change the world and change your life. So let's do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.